Hello, this is Susie Essman and Jeff Garland.
I'm here.
And we are the hosts of the History of Curb Your Enthusiasm podcast. Now, we're going to be rewatching and talking about every single episode, and we're going to break it down and give behind-the-scenes knowledge that a lot of people don't know, and we're going to be joined by special guests, including Larry David and Cheryl Hines, Richard Lewis, Bob Odenkirk, and so many more, and we're going to have clips, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. So listen to the History of Curb Your Enthusiasm on iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you happen to get your podcasts.
Hey, this is Dana Schwartz. You may know my voice from Noble Blood, Haleywood, or Stealing Superman. I'm hosting a new podcast, and we're calling it Very Special Episodes. A very special episode is Stranger Than Fiction.
It sounds like it should be the next season of True Detective. These Canadian cops trying to solve this mystery of who spiked the chowder on the Titanic set.
Listen to Very Special Episodes on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What up, guys? Hola, ¿qué tal? It's your girl Cheekies from the Cheekies and Chill and Dear Cheekies podcasts. And guess what? We're back for another season. Get ready for all new episodes where I'll be dishing out honest advice, discussing important topics like relationships, women's health, and spirituality. I'm sharing my experiences with you guys, and I feel that everything that I've gone through has made me a wiser person. And if I can help anyone else through my experiences, I feel like I'm living my godly purpose. Listen to Cheekies and Chill and Dear Cheekies on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
First Date Follow-Up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocatesloud.com.
Emily is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named John. So we'll talk to her about her date, and in a few minutes we'll call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date if she still wants one. But before we get into things, Emily, how long has it been since you heard from John?
It's been a couple of days now, and, I'm like 3 days, and I'm a little worried about it because we were talking for, every day up until the date. So,
the energy shifted.
We met on an app.
Okay.
Right? But we'd been chatting for about 4 or 5 days before the date. So every day, good morning, good night, hope you have a good day, a little flirtatious. And, then all of a sudden, we went on the date and everything, and I thought we had a great time, and then he's just ghosting me. So, I don't know what's up, with all of it. So.
Well, tell us a little bit more about your date.
Well, I thought we had a really good time. We met up for dinner. We went and got some Italian food because we both liked Italian. We laughed. We talked. It seemed like forever. We were sharing wine. We even stayed for dessert. And then afterwards, we decided to go over to John's house. And he was, really close by. So we're like, hey, let's just continue on, over at your house. So we got an Uber. We were making out the whole time in the Uber until we got to this place,
Yeah.
I thought we were, having an instant connection. We were talking about all sorts of things, very passionate conversations. The hookup was really hot. We had a dang good time in bed. The chemistry for me, I thought we were off the charts, and I just thought that there was really something there.
Okay.
So I'm so confused. I haven't been sleeping well. Okay. So here's the part that I'm really concerned about. Okay. So while we were there and we were hanging out at his house, he's pouring another glass of wine, and I'm in the hallway, and I was looking at all the pictures of his family and, friends and stuff that he has in the hallway. So I'm not 100% sure if he figured out, but I was, looking at the things, and I was a little tipsy. So I touched one of the frames to look at it, accidentally knocked it, and just the corner of it broke a little bit. And I managed to put it right back on the wall and didn't, see. And I don't know, maybe he saw it, and then maybe he blamed, I don't know. We were just kind of in the moment, and I was like, I'll explain it later. And that's the only thing that I can think of that would have set off, and again, it's just a little cracked corner of a picture frame. I didn't think it would be that big of a deal, but that's the only thing I can think of that maybe something went wrong, or maybe he just wasn't okay. Maybe he found out and got mad later. I don't know. I really don't know.
I mean, let's be honest. If somebody leaves your house and you find something broken and they didn't say anything about it, that is going to make you feel kind of like,
Yeah, I could see that. Being like, why didn't they at least tell me?
But then I can see why Emily wouldn't apologize now, because if you didn't see it, then that would suck.
Yeah. I mean, so like I had to go to work the next morning. So after everything, I kind of like snuck out a little early so I could get back to my place and get showered and get ready. I sent him a message saying thank you. And he hearted the message and everything that day. And then that night I sent him a picture of myself in a bathtub with, like all the bubbles and a little kissy face and nothing. Like he didn't respond at all. Now it's the third day. And like, what? Like what?
Okay.
Was it like too hot, too fast? They hooked up and the hot pictures? I don't know, Jubal.
I mean, I don't know. It wasn't reviewing. It was just, bubbles were covering everything. But it was, I mean, after what we just did, he saw everything anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that most guys would mind that, but maybe. I don't know. We'll try to figure it out for you, though. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting you, and then maybe get you another date, okay?
That'd be awesome, because I'm so confused right now.
Try not to break any picture frames in the meantime. Yeah. We'll be right back. All right.
Is that anything?
Play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next. The Jubal Show.
Hi, I'm Susie Essman.
And I am Jeff Garland.
Yes, you are. And we are the hosts of the History of Curb Your Enthusiasm podcast. We're going to watch every single episode. It's 122, including the pilot, and we're going to break them down.
And by the way, most of these episodes I have not seen for 20 years.
Yeah, me too. We're going to have guest stars and people that are very important to the show, like Larry David.
I did once try and stop a woman who was about to get hit by a car. I screamed out, "Watch out!" And she said, "Don't you tell me what to do!"
And Cheryl Hines.
Why can't you just lighten up and have a good time?
And Richard Lewis.
How am I going to tell him I'm going to leave now?
Can you do it on the phone? Do you have to do it in person? What's the deal?
Not canceling cable. You have to go in. He's a human being. He's helped you.
And then we're going to have behind-the-scenes information, tidbits.
Yes, tidbits is a great word.
Anyway, we're both a wealth of knowledge about this show because we've been doing it for 23 years. So subscribe now, and you could listen to the History of Curb Your Enthusiasm on iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you happen to get your podcasts.
Hey, this is Dana Schwartz. You may know my voice from Noble Blood, Haleywood, or Stealing Superman. I'm hosting a new podcast, and we're calling it Very Special Episodes.
1 week, we'll be on the case with special agents from NASA as they crack down on black market moon rocks.
H. Ross Perot's on the other side and he goes, "Hello, Joe. How can I help you?" I said, "Mr. Perot, what we need is $5 million to get back a moon rock."
Another week, we'll unravel a 90s Hollywood mystery.
It sounds like it should be the next season of True Detective or something. These Canadian cops trying to solve this 25-year-old mystery of who spiked the chowder on the Titanic set.
A very special episode is Stranger Than Fiction. It's normal people plopped down in extraordinary circumstances. It's a story where you say, this should be a movie. Listen to Very Special Episodes on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What up, guys? Hola, ¿qué tal? It's your girl Cheekies from the Cheekies and Chill and Dear Cheekies podcasts. You've been with me for season 1 and 2, and now I'm back with season 3. Yeah! I am so excited, you guys. Get ready for all new episodes where I'll be dishing out honest advice and discussing important topics like relationships, women's health, and spirituality. For a long time, I was afraid of falling in love. So I had to, and this is a mantra of mine or an affirmation every morning where I tell myself, it is safe for me to love and to be loved. I've heard this a lot, that people think that I'm conceited, that I'm a mamona. And a mamona means that you just think you're better than everyone else. I don't know if it's because of how I act in my videos sometimes. I'm like, I'm a baddie. I don't know what it is, but I'm chill. It's Cheekies and Chill. Hello. Listen to Cheekies and Chill and Dear Cheekies as part of the My Cultura podcast network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You're just joining us for today's first date follow-up. Emily is on the phone and she's getting ghosted by a guy named John. So we're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But before we do that, Emily, why don't you catch everybody up on your situation?
Okay, so we had a great date. We had lots of wine, and then we went back to his place, and I thought it was going great. I might have accidentally knocked a picture frame off the wall and then put it back, but I don't think that explains why he completely ghosted me for 3 days now. I have no idea what happened.
Let's see if we can figure it out for you, okay? We're going to call him right now. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to John, please?
This is John.
Hey, John, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, John. My name's Nina. I'm on the show with Jubes.
How are you?
How you doing? I'm good.
Do you listen to the show ever?
Yeah, I listen to the show.
Oh, great. Then, do you know the first date follow-ups then?
Yeah. I've heard a couple of those.
Well, guess what, John?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's me?
Yes.
Okay.
You're ghosting somebody, and they emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone to ask why you're ghosting them. You have any idea who that might be?
I think so. Yeah, I think I know where this is going.
Who do you think it might be?
Is it Emily?
Yes, it is Emily.
I knew it.
Can you tell us why you're ghosting Emily? Do you mind?
No, I'll tell you. I mean, honestly, we went on this date and she was just so combative. I don't know how to put it. I'm just trying to find the words.
In like what way?
Well, I mean, the date was cool, like itself, we were having fun, and honestly, the hookup was pretty hot too. But like, as far as our personalities, I don't know if we're quite compatible, in the long term. I mean, here's the sticking part. At one point during the date, I was just telling her how I made a ton of money at the horse track, and I was just sharing the story, and she went off. I don't know, she got really upset.
What'd she go off about?
Well, she has strong beliefs against horse racing. She's thinks it's cruel to the animals, and she went on and on. And you know what? I understand that. I'm not, going to try to convince her otherwise or tell her, I agree to an extent, I understand. But like, not that much. I mean, like, not like, hey, let's ruin the date over it level, I was just like, okay,
Well, like, how upset did she get?
She was so upset, and she couldn't talk about anything else. That was all we were allowed to talk about. And I was, trying to steer the conversation away, and she would just, another thing about it, do you understand how, and she kept like steering it back to the horses and the cruelty towards the horses. And I'm like, oh my God, this is turning into a huge thing now.
So it was a huge passion point for her.
Yeah, exactly. And finally, like, I was like, I don't know what to do. This is just not fun. And I just ordered another bottle of wine. Like, this is my only answer. And I ordered another bottle of wine, and I was just trying to calm her down. And I was like, oh, I'm like, you were beautiful, what she did, and like, she started to calm down for a second, and I was like, okay, you know what, like, I think we might hook up tonight. Like, things are kind of leading towards that, so let's just kind of have fun. And we went back to my place, and we had a great time.
So you still, even though you were like over it before you even got to your place, you still were like down to hook up.
He was like, it's the passion for me.
I guess so.
Okay, so that's why you were ghosting me? Are you kidding me? Like, that's the reason?
I knew this was going to happen. I was like waiting for this moment. You're going to just ambush me. But yeah, I mean, the horse racing is crazy.
So cool. It's so cool.
I know, but like,
it's just a fact, and I don't think it's fair to hold the truth against me. Like, and then you just wanted to hook up, and that's it. Like, so you knew that before?
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I was hoping maybe, like, you even brought it up later on again. Like, you kept talking about it. I just don't understand why all conversations have to lead back to horse racing. I understand you're upset about it, but
yeah, okay, it's something I'm passionate about because I have firsthand experience and knowledge of how it, but also a little tipsy, so maybe I was extra opinionated, but still, like, it's completely fact, and that's just, I can't believe that is what set you off. And I wasn't combative about it.
Yeah, you were. I mean, I started wondering if you were maybe raised by horses, and that's why you were sympathetic to them or something.
Oh my
God! I'm kidding, but still,
I just really can't believe
it was a lot of
that you're sticking with.
I was like thinking maybe you're OCD or something, and you just obsess about topics or something. I just kind of like, it was a window into the future, and I just didn't want to be a part of that. I was like, is this going to be what it's like when you hit these points that you can't give up a topic, like you won't let it go? I'm like, if it was more than the horses,
I mean, Emily, really, as you listen to this, it's probably better if somebody that's not going to be able to engage in your passion or takes it as being combative when you're just sharing your thoughts, as long as you're not attacking the person. Maybe there is a
and
disconnect.
I wasn't attacking him at all, but I completely agree. If he can't even have a passionate conversation about something that I believe strongly in, and he perceives it that I'm being combative because they're, literally putting horses down after they don't race as well. Okay. Just kill them. It's fine, but whatever. So I, definitely don't think that I would be wanting to go on a second date anyway.
Are you sure, Emily? Because we'll ask John. John, would you like to go on a second date with Emily? We'll pay for it.
I mean, you want to go to the racetrack? Or...
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Oh, is it too soon?
Absolutely not.
No, yeah.
You know what? I was really worried about it, and I'm glad I broke your picture frame. You deserve that. Absolutely.
What are you?
Yeah, I'm sure you'll figure it out.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Jubal's first date follow-up.
Hello, this is Susie Essman and Jeff Garland.
I'm here.
And we are the hosts of the History of Curb Your Enthusiasm podcast. Now, we're going to be rewatching and talking about every single episode, and we're going to break it down and give behind-the-scenes knowledge that a lot of people don't know, and we're going to be joined by special guests, including Larry David and Cheryl Hines, Richard Lewis, Bob Odenkirk, and so many more, and we're going to have clips, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. So listen to the History of Curb Your Enthusiasm on iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you happen to get your podcasts.
Hey, this is Dana Schwartz. You may know my voice from Noble Blood, Haleywood, or Stealing Superman. I'm hosting a new podcast, and we're calling it Very Special Episodes. A very special episode is Stranger Than Fiction.
It sounds like it should be the next season of True Detective. These Canadian cops trying to solve this mystery of who spiked the chowder on the Titanic set.
Listen to Very Special Episodes on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What up, guys? Hola, ¿qué tal? It's your girl Cheekies from the Cheekies and Chill and Dear Cheekies podcasts. And guess what? We're back for another season. Get ready for all new episodes where I'll be dishing out honest advice, discussing important topics like relationships, women's health, and spirituality. I'm sharing my experiences with you guys, and I feel that everything that I've gone through has made me a wiser person. And if I can help anyone else through my experiences, I feel like I'm living my godly purpose. Listen to Cheekies and Chill and Dear Cheekies on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.